Hi everyone, welcome to Passionate Perseverance Tarot. Thank you so much for joining in today. Today I wanted to go ahead and take a look at the tragedy that occurred in Devil's Den, the double homicide that occurred in a heinous attack on a family that was out hiking and vacationing. I don't know if vacationing is the right word, but visiting the area. And I'm going to read a clip news briefing from CBS News. So I haven't really familiarized myself that much. I'm going to read this now, and I just want to go ahead and take a look at the energy of the situation as well as the motive behind the suspect. This is going to be for entertainment purposes only. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, psychic medium, and I'm just doing my best to try to bring clarity and put out into the energy to help make a ripple effect of what the police, boots on the ground, because there's a manhunt now that's underway, that would help bring clarity and hopefully make an impact in helping locate this suspect. All right, so let me read this. It says the Arkansas State Police believe the suspect in the murder of a couple hiking with their daughters at Devil's Den State Park was injured while attacking the pair. Okay, so we'll take a look at that and see. The victims were Clinton David Brink, 43, and Kristen Amanda Brink, 41. My heart and prayers go out to both of them, their family, as well as their two young daughters that were with them. Thankfully, they are being cared for and were unharmed to my knowledge. They're being cared for by family. Let me just see. The police said in a news release, they believe the suspect likely sustained an injury while attacking the couple, but did not say how the suspect may have been injured or what led them to believe that. I did hear, and when I'm saying here, I watched one brief, minute-long news article that did mention the possibility of a knife, but I don't know that to be true. I think that the police are being a little tight-lipped on this. It's been, I think, over a day. When did this happen? It's been a day or two. We do have a description of the suspect, so I'm going to say that now. Always stay alert, stay vigilant. If you're in that area, if you see something, say something. The suspect was described as wearing a long sleeve shirt with the sleeves rolled up, dark pants, and a black baseball cap. He is a white male with a medium build. The man was described as wearing sunglasses and fingerless gloves, carrying a black backpack. So male white, dressed all in black. The suspect was seen driving toward the park in a black four-door sedan. The vehicle may possibly be a Mazda with a covered license plate. Okay, a covered license plate is interesting. That would show for me in my the possibility of premeditation. I would think that this was something that the suspect was planning. Whether or not it was a random attack for them specifically, we'll see what comes out in the energy, but it does feel like he had nefarious intentions. On Tuesday, police released an image of a person of interest who they say they are seeking to identify for questioning in connection with the murders. The man was in the park Saturday. The photo shows a man photographed from behind. So there's a photo of male white wearing a baseball cap with black pants. I'll probably put this in the thumbnail so everybody can see it. The photo shows the man wearing a dark long sleeve shirt with a blue decal. Blue decal. I don't really see the blue decal. It looks like the blue is, to be honest, it looks like, oh, I see. It's on the shirt. Yeah, the shirt has on the back of it, a blue emblem. Okay. A dark backpack, long sleeve shirt, hat, and carrying a black, okay. And then there's a sketch also. Anyone who visited the park on Saturday, please check photos, videos. This is how, it's the community that solves crimes. For anyone that's unfamiliar with my work here, I previously was in law enforcement for over 20 years, and it is the community tips that are the bread and butter for helping solve crimes. Like, you bring forth the information and then law enforcement follows up on it, and that is how, you know, everything usually connects the dots. And it's see something, say something, it's calling in a tip. The community is key in helping solve crimes, all right? So don't ever feel like you are bothering the police. It is their job, and you are a key in helping solve a crime. So if you're seeing something, say something. If your hair is standing on the back of your neck, you know, of like, I need to report this, report it, right? It's better to investigate something that might be suspicious and lead to nothing than to not say something and have it be something, all right? That's just my 2 cents on that. The park contains 11 hiking trails that lead into the surrounding Ozark National Forests. So it's a pretty big area. All right, let me just see. So that's what I have. Today, as of this reading, it's Tuesday, July 29th, the day that I'm sitting down and doing this reading. And I'm actually looking at a sketch that is of the description provided. Okay, let me just see. Let me go back up. And I want to ask a few things first. Let's see, in regards, when I first heard this and I felt the energy, I just was feeling very strongly the energy of the kids are okay, the kids are okay, the kids are okay. And I was so thankful to see that that was true. But that is like what I feel was the most important thing for these 2 victims. Again, my heart, my prayers go out to them. This is horrific and absolute tragedy, and it should not happen, right? We should be able to go out with family and enjoy a day in a park setting and feel as though you can let your guard down and have fun and enjoy the moment with friends and family. So this is an absolute nightmare situation. And I'm just hoping to get some information that will help ripple out so that this can come to a conclusion soon, and that this person, this manhunt, this person can be taken into custody without incident, and this manhunt can be completed. All right, let me go ahead and tap in to the energy of the suspect. The energy of the suspect, the day of this tragedy prior to. Show me the energy of the suspect, the day of this tragedy prior to the incident. I'll call this a tower moment for the energy. Spirit of the Woods. Okay, so we had Spirit of the Woods coming out. For the energy of the suspect prior to. I'm just trying to see he was watching the trail, watching and waiting, watching and waiting, watching and waiting. So it does feel lurking. And why I'm saying that is because I got pulled to this. It's Spirit of the Woods, voices, goblins, nightmares, but I'm just seeing this. I'm just seeing this part right here. So it really feels like he was watching and waiting, watching and waiting. Let me get clarity on that. In regards, yeah, I get watching and waiting, watching and waiting. I keep hearing it, watching and waiting. In regards to the suspect, was he waiting? He was waiting for a target that he thought that he could, that he was stronger than, that he would have some sort of upper hand, it feels like. Clarify the mindset. Yeah, the carrot. All right, there's the 2 victims, the 2 of Cups. He was waiting for someone to come through that he thought he could take energetically, physically, mentally. Like he could see as, I can not see as weak, but see as where he would be able to overpower. Thank you. He would be able to overpower. I do have the passing card. His intention was to, yeah, okay. His intention was to, all right, this is, someone who had the intention, I would absolutely say premeditated. I have the star here. This is something that this person wanted to do. This is something that this person looked forward to. And this was the plan of the person to take the lives of whoever he came across that day that he thought he could. Yeah, the Chariot is here. So this is someone that went there with a plan in place to take the lives of whoever he saw fit that day. Again, this is my opinion, but yeah, he was looking for victims, is what I'm feeling pulled to. And I have the Truth card coming out, Ace of Swords. He was looking for victims. All right, let me scoop these up, and then we're going to go ahead and see if the suspect knew the victims prior to. Let me just see what deck I feel called to. Okay. Clarity, please. And this is my first look at this energy. Just so everyone knows, a preliminary reading for this. A first look at the energy. In regards to the suspect, did he know either of the victims prior to this day? Did he know them? Did he know them? Either of the victims prior to this day. I'm not getting a yes or no coming out right now. I'm getting a little bit of a backstory, so I'm going to get all the cards and then I'll explain them. Is there anything more from this deck that wants to come out that would bring clarity? So the Seven of Wands here is he's showing me choosing, the energy is showing choosing, the mindset of choosing victims that he thought he could overpower. I'm not getting energy of knowing them beforehand. I'm getting choosing, like watching and waiting, choosing because thought could overpower. And I have the Devil energy coming out. And then quick, acting swiftly towards judgment. The Ten of Swords. This is Swords energy here. And then this person is proud of themselves. Disgusting. This person is proud of themselves. Yeah, the Star came out again. Is proud of... I'm not gonna... pour into that energy, but this is someone that is proud of bringing fear to others, pain to others, and being able to let me see what the motivation is. I want to say like fulfill a fantasy for this person. It's all right, let me go to 2 decks and see if I can get motivation behind it as to the mindset. Was not looking to just injure. So this was the mindset. We had to come out twice. Ooh, this one. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. So this is someone that lurked and hid, because I have the Moon here also. Lurked, hid, and waited for victims this suspect perceived he could overthrow, right? And bring an end to. Ten of Swords, and the passing card. And look at this. This is showing me like proud and emotionally fulfilled by that, which is disgusting. So let me just see. Clarify this Nine of Cups, please. Clarify this Nine of Cups as the mindset of the suspect. Clarify further. What are we dealing with? What are we dealing with? What type of suspect are we dealing with in the mindset? In the mindset, please. The Mummy came out. This is someone that hides in the shadows. The Mummy came out. So the Mummy says, between the ancient past and the modern world, is there any place where I belong? This is someone that doesn't feel like they fit in. This is someone that probably frequents the woods. It's probably where they feel safest. This might be someone that felt as though they were being intruded on in their safe space and lashed out. This is a repeated pattern. I would not think that this is a first, but I'll get clarity on that. This is someone that lurks and watches and waits. Lurks and watches and waits. And let me just ask why these victims, there's the two that fell out, the two. This is someone that might be extremely jealous of people that are in relationships because he, and we know it's a masculine, he may have pain from the past. Yeah, I have the single card coming out. So I do feel as though this is someone that doesn't feel as though he fits in. He sneaks and lurks. He's emotionally unstable. Oh, I'm dropping my cards. I'm sorry. I had 2 cards fall. Okay. Emotionally unstable. May have really suffered from like a past relationship, and it could be where he was very much what's the right way to put it? Hated seeing people in a happy, loving relationship, I guess would be the right way to put it. I feel as though that is something that he ended up very like jealous, and that is why I feel they would be singled out, because having something that did not come to him, right? I get very loner energy. Toxic, loner, rejected, feeling, I almost get where he could be the type too that might have obsessed about certain, I'm hearing women, and yeah, very obsessive tendencies. I'm feeling pulled to very obsessive tendencies also. Let me see if I can get further clarity in regards to, you know what, let's go to this deck. I like the Game of Thrones deck because it will sometimes give me behavior patterns. Clarify this Mummy to the best of the ability. Look at that. This person hides and lurks in the shadows. This one's got a knife, watching and waiting, lurking. Watching, waiting, lurking. So that's what I have from multiple times. I wonder, I don't think there like was a mask, but I wonder if this person possibly uses a mask, or if there would be a mask found in the vehicle when they find him, because he sees himself as this, I just am seeing a mask in my mind's eye. So I'm wondering too, because it's coming out. But let me just see in regards to I do feel as though targeted, if I had to look at right now as to what I'm picking up in the energy, and it's very early on, so bear with me and allow me grace, everyone. I appreciate you. But it feels as though because of, I feel in my throat, I just got like dry throat right away. Seeing two, like a connected, a love, a dynamic that this individual doesn't believe is possible for him, or wasn't possible, or hurt from the past. And that is why that is a motivating factor for this individual. And please don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to, and I have the Eight of Spears confirming that. We did have the Eight of Wands before. I'm not trying to give any type of excuses for this monster. It's trying to recognize a pattern to help find and locate, right? To help find and locate and send out a ripple in the energy that will hopefully make a difference in being able to find and locate. And I'm going to take a look and see. It does feel like someone that would frequent the woods, though. Clarify in regards to the suspect energy. Does he frequent, or is he what's the right way to put this? Where is he now? Where is he now? Oh, he's hiding. I heard laying low and hiding. Yeah, and I have the Tower. So we have the Four of Swords, hiding, laying low, not coming out of his hiding spot, and we have the Tower. So let me ask from another deck where he is hiding. Let's see. Clarify this suspect, please. Where is he hiding? Protective shell. He's hiding someplace where he feels safe. Someplace that he's been before. Someplace familiar to him. So it's not anywhere new. Testing limits is here. Trying to chase, like run the clock, trying to beat the clock, trying to race the clock with testing limits, trying to run out the clock of like not being found. So he's hiding, not wanting to be found. Let me see in regards to where could he be found? Where could he be found? Clarify to the best of the ability. Where could he be found? I think there's going to be someone that catches him on camera. Shared experiences is here, and I know that they put out, we need to see camera footage. We need to see photos. We need to see video of anyone that was there. And this keeps coming out, so I think there's going to be more that comes to light about someone capturing video footage, camera footage of either him, the vehicle, or a bigger piece of the puzzle that way. Yeah, I feel, yeah, public exposure is here. So I do feel as though that's going to come to light sooner than later, once people are able to look through their footage and then give that to the police. It might already have happened, but yeah, I feel pulled to that. Let me just see, in regards to the suspect description. The suspect description, is this the person? I think so. And why I'm saying that is because I just have an image of a person that's coming out like a gift. Like it was a good description that was given. And, ooh, oh, I just had a card fall. And it's saying rumor has it. Rumor has it is the card that fell. So I do feel pulled to a yes, but let me just ask from another deck and see. Let's go to this deck, thank you. In regards to the suspect description that was given out by police, is this an accurate description of the suspect? Is this an accurate description of... Yeah, the High Priestess is a yes. Okay, thank you. The High Priestess is a yes, and it's a card for me to let me know on the right track and the energy. Okay, now let's go to my description deck for suspects or just people in general and see if we can get anything that would help law enforcement, boots on the ground, anyone in the area, the immediate area, to keep an eye out for anyone fitting this description. Let me go ahead and just see if we get anything further in regards to the Arkansas State Police manhunt involving the unaliving of the couple hiking with their daughters in Devil Bend State Park. The description of the male, what is this? Unhealthy habits is coming out. Unhealthy habits. This is what I feel pulled to. We had toxic come out. This person frequents, I don't want to say drug spots, but it feels like that. Toxic says unhealthy, poisons, delusions, nasty behaviors, nasty, right? So I would honestly think like strip club locations, because he feels rejected by women. This person feels rejected by women, and I feel pulled to I'll get a card too just to see from another deck, but I just feels rejected by feminines. Unhealthy habits came out, so that would be someplace that I would think to look if there was anywhere nearby, like a dive bar or some sort of very sketchy club. Okay, let me just see. In regards to helping clarify this suspect, is there anything, this top one, white, we have that already, white, Caucasian, masculine, is there anything further that would help clarify? This says fun colored hair in reverse, so it normal, very average looking, I would say, because it's in reverse. Yeah, I would say average looking, possibly facial hair, but it's more so showing like can blend, short, feels shorter. So average, nothing is going to stand out about the size of the individual. When I think short, I would think like anywhere between 5'6", 5'7" for a Caucasian male. And let me just see if we have anything more. I know that there's not really much here. He was wearing all black. Let me just see where I'm getting this one. No, blends. Because this card is just showing like someone that just blends into the background. This card came out, but it was in reverse, and it's just showing blends. Like everything kind of blends into the background. Okay. Let me see if I can get further clarity in regards to toxic and unhealthy habits. I want to see if this is an unhealthy attachment with feminines. Let's ask that. Does this masculine have an unhealthy attachment? Or, oh, I just had a card fall. Spirit of the Pumpkin is coming out. That is showing, for me, a wound possibly with the mother. And that would make sense as to where that stemmed from. Let me just see. In regards to this masculine. See how he's wearing a mask? Yeah, it's where everyone has like hiding, right? Hiding. So as far as this toxic, I think it's internal toxicity here. So what I mean by that is this type of energy, right? Is able to very much hide that side to an extent, to a degree, but very Broken, I guess would be, yeah, there's definitely an unhealthy attachment. Masculine in reverse. Rage, deals with rage issues is what I'm feeling pulled to. And further clarify in regards to any type of unhealthy attachment. The Woods is coming out again. I feel really pulled to, he could possibly live in the woods. I have the Toxic card coming out again. Spirit of the Apple is again temptation. I do feel as though he's felt very... what's the right way to put this? Yeah, this is coming out. This is actually the card that I was looking for. This type of energy where he feels... Oh, what is the right word? Dismissed by advances that he's put on, like, feminines, or used. And for some reason, it's where he then shifted that onto a couple, and led to this Tower moment. So it feels premeditated. It feels planned. However, it doesn't feel targeted specifically to them because of who they were as people. It feels targeted just because they were in his woods and happy, if that makes sense. All right, let me just clarify, and then we'll take a look and see about when this arrest is going to happen. Showcase. Oh, I don't want this deck. Let me just see. All right. The Woman. Yeah, okay, look at that. I was at the... So, here we have again, wearing the mask, coming forward and targeting... It feels very much so more targeting the feminine. All right, let's see... Oh, I have cards fallen. I'm sorry, everyone. Let me just ask. In regards to the Ten of Pentacles fell on the floor. I just wanted to make sure I let you know what card fell. It was the Ten of Pentacles. And it shows like a masculine, like watching and waiting. It's weird. Yeah, look at that. The two lovers in reverse. So I get this like watching and waiting energy. Again, that's coming out. Did he target this couple? And I know it was a family. But I'm going to just ask in regards to, did he target them specifically because he knew who they were? Was it something about them he knew who they were? Or was this random? So let's just ask, was this... I have Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Five of Pentacles came out again. I think it's a random attack, but it's because he's of a completely distorted mindset of impeding on his woods and like almost upset because they're happy. All right, let's ask about the car. Is this Mazda, the black Mazda, the actual, yeah, I have the star coming out. I think so. So that's a yes. Yeah. And fled in the vehicle. So I do feel like he fled in the vehicle. Yes, yes he did. Here's the wheel coming out. Fled in the vehicle after. All right, let's ask if he's going to get arrested. If they're going to find him. I think that there's going to be more evidence coming forward. In regards to the suspect, is there going to be an arrest of the suspect? Yeah, I have the sun. The sun is here. That is a yes. And look at this sun. They're going to hunt down and find this individual. That is a yes. How are they going to find this person? How are they going to find this person? How? Ooh, oh man, I got another one that flew. Give me just 1 second. Sorry, everybody. Let me see if I can reach this. Wow, look at that. The Page of Cups. And I had this one that fell, and I didn't know it was. This fell on top of this, and it's partial truths. So the truth is coming out. The truth will be revealed. As far as, I think there's going to be some sort of evidence that will reveal more, and someone will probably call in and identify this person. Because the Page of Cups is someone coming forward. I'm wondering if one of the children will recognize. And again, my heart goes out to them very much. But I'm wondering if they would be able to ID. Because the page is a child coming forward with a message, information here from the heart space. And I see the 2 birds there. So I'm wondering if they would be able to ID this individual. I'm wondering if they would be able to have, because this, yeah, there's the bird coming forward with a message. This person is going to have a record. They're going to have been arrested at some point with the moon coming out. I would be shocked if they were not in the system somewhere. So they might be looking at different mugshots from previous arrests. But there's definitely going to be more coming forward there. In regards to when is this individual, to the best of the ability, going to be arrested. The Ace of Pentacles. I have the Lovers coming out. I do feel as though that's the victim's energy coming out. Very much so, just wanting to send a message of love and hope to their children. So I'm going to send that out in hopes of the Chariot is here in the Tower. Okay. I'm sorry. I went quiet for a second because it's just too terrible. It's too awful, and there's no words that can ever help this. It's horrible, and I don't see, as far as for any of us, right? I don't think that there's, other than a reminder that we all need to stay vigilant. They absolutely are champions and did the right thing by telling their kids to run and get help. And I feel very strongly, I think that they did that. I think that all that was on their mind was their children in those moments. And thank God they're children. Thank God they are safe. All right, everyone. Let's just ask that the energy ripples out and shines a light and sends an intuitive message to someone that will see something and say something and bring forth a message to the police that will identify this individual and bring in justice so that he can be, I want to say, locked away with the key thrown, locked up and throw away the key, locked up and throw away the key. I do want to get a message of hope from the angel deck. This is for you, the viewer. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force anything to fit. And if, depending on how things unfold, I'm doing this reading to also help learn and grow for me in my intuitive awareness, my psychic abilities, and just honing in on the energy. It will help me learn and grow as a reader. So depending on what unfolds in the next few to several days, I may take another look at this energy. If that's something that you're interested in, please let me know. One message of hope and clarity, please. One message to bring forth hope and clarity. I feel it in my throat. Light up. Light up. 1414. That's what we're going to do. We are going to light up. Light up in the energy and shine a flashlight in the eyes so that they cannot see clearly and they will be found. This person will mess up. This person will mess up. 1414, light up. Mood springs, respect, family, constructive outlook, and quality. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with a new opportunity, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. 1414, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, everyone. Love and light.